Blood tastes like copper and regret. Ethan learned that at 23, the night he put a bullet through a 16-year-old boy's chest. Clean shot, center mass. The boy had stolen a horse, just a horse. When he reached for something in his coat, Ethan's finger squeezed before his brain could catch up. It wasn't a gun. It was a photograph of the boy's mother. 3 weeks later, Ethan rode alone into the Sonora desert. His badge weighed heavier than iron. He wasn't patrolling, he was running from fellow deputies, from whiskey that no longer numbed him, from the echo of that boy's last breath rattling in his dreams. He didn't expect salvation. But sometimes redemption comes wrapped in gunpowder and sin. He found her bleeding beside a dead horse under a vulture-circling sky. Barely alive. Her leather coat torn, hat lost, shoulder dark with blood blackened by the desert sun. Even half dead, there was something about her that made Ethan's hand hover over his holster, a predator's stillness, a widow spider in her web. Her eyes opened as his shadow fell across her face. Dark. Tired. Eyes that had seen men bleed and felt nothing. She reached for her gun, halfway before her hand fell limp. Easy, Ethan said. I'm not here to hurt you. Her laugh was dry as bone. Then you're the first. Up close, he could see her properly around 40, beautiful like a storm, all hard edges and dangerous curves. A faint scar along her jawline. Ethan offered her water from his canteen. She drank like a woman who'd forgotten water existed. Who did this to you? He asked. Does it matter? Her voice was smoke and whiskey. You gonna save me, or just watch me die? There was no fear in her tone, just exhaustion. Ethan cleaned her wound in silence. It was infected, the bullet had gone clean through. What's your name? He asked. Does it matter? She paused, then, Isabella, but most call me the Widow Hayes. The name chilled him. Isabella Hayes. Her husband had been Rhett Hayes, the gunfighter who'd terrorized the territories until a marshal put him down. And she, his widow, had become more dangerous than he ever was. Go ahead, boy, she said softly. Do your job. I'm tired of running. But she didn't look afraid. Just resigned. I'll get you 3 days north, he said. After that, you're on your own. She studied him, surprised. Ethan didn't answer. He saw in her eyes the same exhaustion he carried, two ghosts running together. That night, she called him Rhett in fevered delirium. Awake, she laughed bitterly. You remind me of someone foolish. The cabin they found was half collapsed, long abandoned. Enough walls, enough roof. Ethan built a fire while Isabella leaned against the far wall, watching him. You should tie me up, she said. Should I? I'm a wanted woman. What if I slit your throat? Ethan met her gaze. She hesitated, then, no. Firelight painted her face in gold and shadow as he checked her bandages. She didn't flinch. Ever killed a man, boy? Yes. His jaw tightened. How old? 23. How old was he? 16. Her voice softened. Maybe you understand, then. I'm tired of pretending the law protects anyone but men with money. That night, they shared a blanket. Ethan's arms held her against the desert cold. She whispered, Don't get attached, boy. I'm already dead. He said nothing. The second day they rode slowly, avoiding main roads. Isabella told him about Rhett, how he loved her, how she loved him, how she'd taken charge of his gang after his death. She was dangerous. Charming. Deadly. Yet, when she leaned on him, she was just Isabella, not a legend. A creek stop revealed metallic clinks in her steel bag. Gold. Stolen gold. She admitted it. Rhett had left debts. She was paying them off to save what was left of her gang. You think I wanted this? She asked. I do what I have to. For the first time in 10 years, someone had seen her as herself, not Rhett Hayes' widow. Something broke in Ethan's chest. That night, she shed her coat, her shirt, even her gun belt armor left behind. They kissed, desperate and hungry, bodies pressed together as if tomorrow would rip them apart. He kissed every scar, whispered that she was beautiful, that she deserved softness. Isabella cried for the first time. Someone loved her like she was something precious. Morning came. She dressed. Mounted. Left. left Ethan with a leather pouch containing gold for the boy's family. "You're too young for me, boy," she said quietly. "Maybe in another life." Ethan watched her ride into Mexico, nothing left but a speck against the sun. He delivered the gold, said nothing, and rode west, toward lawless territories, toward freedom and the chance to keep living with the memory of her laugh. He learned that justice and mercy aren't always the same. That redemption sometimes comes wearing someone else's sins. And that even the tiredest outlaw can teach a young lawman how to see a person, not a legend.